Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing fine. Today, because we've already finished GIMP, using GIMP for graphic design, today we're going to take ink. Yeah. Sorry, guys. INKSCAPE. So I'm going to share my screen so you can all download it with me. So first of all, please write down the website, which is inkscape.org. I'm going to write it in the chat so you can click on it and it will take you to the website right away. I want everyone to download it right away with me because I had it on my laptop, but I uninstalled it so we can download it and then install it again together. So do it with me right now. Once you come to the website, this is how the website looks like. And you can see we have these tabs, but you don't have to click on any. You have the download right here. It says download now. Click on this one. Okay, and then you have the options. Which system do you use? Obviously, we're using Windows. So go ahead and click on Windows. And then we have 64-bit and 32-bit. Just click on the 64-bit and it should start downloading automatically after this actually. Then you're gonna click on EXE and it should start downloading automatically. If not, you can click on here, but for mine, it started already. If it didn't start, you can click on here. So is everyone downloading it already? Thank you, Fennec. Sherzad, okay, thank you. Okay, so mine has already downloaded. I'm gonna click on the folder and then I will start installing the software. Okay, Olin, بس دقيقة. So I'm gonna, before I install it, Olin is asking me to repeat it. It's not a problem. So Olin. Olin, this is the website. This time we're gonna take Inkscape for graphic design. This is another software or another application. This is the link to the website. I will send it again in the chat. Thank you. Mom Sassaran also sent it. So click on this link and then it will take you to this website, and right away you can see this is the layout for the website and you have to click on download now. Once you click on it, you will have these options. These are the systems. So we are using Windows. Click on Windows and then we have 64-bit and 32 bits. Just click on 64-bit. And then finally, for the installer format, we're going to choose the EXE. And then it should download. By the way, I had already downloaded, so this is an extra one. It's downloaded again. Not a problem. Once download is finished, just look for the installation file in your downloads folder. I have it here because I downloaded it twice. I have two. I just deleted the last one. Okay, then double click on the Inkscape file. it says, do you want to allow this application from an unknown publisher to make change to your device? Yes, it's not a problem. Okay, so because I had already installed it before, it's showing me, do you want to uninstall the old version before installing the new one? So yeah, I don't mind. So I can do it with you. I don't need this anymore. Okay. I have two. Okay. So after you double click on it, this should show this wizard. So it says you don't need to do anything actually right here. You can just click on next. I agree. And then for this, mostly for all of them, you don't need it, but I would like to have a short copy of it on my desktop. Next. Next again. Install. And then this will take like 1 or 2 minutes. Shema, because we downloaded it again, I hope you're doing it with me right now. You're not late for it. Okay, Rose. I think everyone is telling me the download is too slow, but for me it was not that slow because I had downloaded it before. I will wait for you. Okay, Gulchin. So for this installation, if your file hasn't been downloaded, after you start installing, just click on next, all of it. Just click here, here, here until it says finish. Okay, tamam, Olin. Before I start, I'll wait a bit more, maybe a few minutes until all of you have installed it. Yes, Sana. And now you have the finish. I'm gonna click on finish, and then once the application opens, software runs, I will just wait for you. كاك سالم بيا مكان. إذا قصدك الانستليشن كلهم بس تختار next يعني ما تختار أي شيء بس تضغط على next. ما يحتاج أي بس اضغط على next كلها. كاك بريار أقرنين كاتو برور سر فولدري داونلودك ودبل كليكي لسركه. نظام كاك براد أبي بيكا دوسة جار محاولي لقلاكا اقرنين كا دليتيكا ودوباره داونلودي كرو بس مفروض بيكاتو. تالي خان روحي على الفولدر داونلود واضغطي مرتين على الفايل على مود يصير installation. تمام. Okay, great. Who finished installation? Can you tell me? Paxalem is done. Who else? Fennec also, okay. Sana. كاكشرزاد. أي أولين اضغطي finish. Okay guys, try to do the steps real quick so we don't waste time so much. I'll wait just 1 or 2 minutes more and I'll start with the software. Okay, Gulcin. Yes, we do have a quiz tonight. Thank you, Mijda. Okay, Olin. Thank you. Okay, I hope Ashna, Briar, Ramzia, Rose, Salman, Sivan, I hope you guys are installing or about to finish the installation as well. Okay, Shema. One more minute and I will start. Okay, Rose. Kak برا لكيو سيف كي تشتك أوني ككرنا ساكم سيفي تيوبه أساتو تسر أما تو قشيت تأير نا جاري دسكاري ما كبا كمال شده بتنام إنجار. Okay, I think it's enough waiting. Um, so once you reach here after installation, this is what it looks like when you open or double click on the icon of Inkscape. Um, the first thing you have is the quick setup. So for example, for the canvas or it's like the background and stuff, you can choose whatever you like. Would you like to have the default one, dark or dark checkboard, whatever you like? I'm gonna just choose dark. And then for the keyboard, you have these things. I'll just go with the Inkscape default. And then you have the appearance, you have classic symbol, colorful, and so on. I'm just gonna click on colorful and, or maybe actually the classic one is better. And then we have a dark mode or not, or the light mode. I'm just gonna go with the dark mode as well. So if you're done with that, just click on save. Okay, Ashna. بلا ريكوردكش جانب. Anyways, once you're done with that, you go ahead and click on save and then thanks. And then we have time to draw. It's like if here it says show this every time, it's up to you if you click on it. If you keep it like this, every time you open the application, this wizard will show, or if you don't like it, you can just remove this tick button right here, but I don't mind it. I'll just keep it like this. And then I'm gonna click on new document. Okay, so basically this is what the software is like once you open it. You have these tabs over here, and then after that, you have these icons on the left, you have some other on the right, and then you have the colors here. We have so many colors. Okay. First of all, this is the select or the moving icon we have. We had it in the GIMP as well. And then, for example, if you want to make a rectangle or a square shape, you can click on here, and then you can see the cursor, it changed to a rectangle shape or icon. And you can just click and then drag, and whenever you like the shape, you can just drop it and it will stay like that. I'm gonna make a rectangle like this. And then once you release it, you'll have several things. You have this corner, you can resize your rectangle however you like it. If, for example, you didn't like the shape at the first time you released it, this is the same thing. This time from this side, you can resize it and adjust it. And then we have this circle right here. These are rectangles, but for the circle, what does it do? It's not gonna change the original shape of the rectangle, but for this one, you can see once you play with it, the corners, they become kind of circle. It gives a radius to the corners. It's not like a rectangle anymore. Okay, I like it like this. And then we also have here numbers. If you don't want to resize it from these corners, you can actually give the width. W stands for width, and then this is for the height. And these are the radius for the x-axis and the radius for the y-axis. You can adjust it from here as well. For example, if you want the 200 millimeter width and then 100 millimeter height, this is what it's going to look like. By the way, this is in millimeters. You can see from here, mm. You can also change it to PC or px, pixel. Also for the radiuses, for example, for the y-axis, we have this one. Let me make it 20. This is what it looks like. Let me give the x as well a number. Okay, so this you can see even from here it changed because I give it a radius from here as well, not only from this side, from the horizontal axis. Yeah, so this is the rectangle that we have. And for example, I didn't like how it was or the shape of it from there. I just clicked on the, the cursor icon, and I can move it around wherever I want. I can just release it, and I don't need this one. So I'm going to select it and press on delete on the keyboard. Okay, what if I want a circle? It's the same thing. Whatever you like to start your circle, you're going to click and then you drag. And then whenever you want, or however you like the shape of it, you like an ellipse or you want a circle, you can just release. Okay, again, we have what? We have several things up here. Also, we have some handles over here. So let's see which each one what they do. So this is, you can actually see from here. I can have however of how much I want from the circle. For example, if I want half of it, I can just keep it like this. Through this handle, I can give it, or you can see for this one, it's again resizing. This is, you resize it vertically, and this one, of course, for the horizontal one. And then again, we have these parameters up above here. We have Rx, Ry. I can play with them if I want. This is 30. You can see this is the this horizontal size Rx. X is always for horizontal axis and Y is for vertical axis. I can give it 30 here as well. This is the radius. Now it's going to be a perfect circle. And then we have start and then we have end. So, this is 360 degree because it's a circle. If you want half of it, you can have, for example, maybe 180. You can see I have a half of circle right here. And also we have these here. Let me have all of it. You can see now you cannot actually choose it because already I have all of the circle. But if you have less of a circle, you can actually choose which shape you want. Okay, let's come to these stars and polygon shape. Okay, you can see here I have the polygon shape and then I have the star one. Whatever you want, you can just select it. Currently, the star is selected, so I can actually not here. So you can see before I drop it, I'm already dragging it. I can adjust the the orientation however I like. I can just release it and it will be pasted like that over there. Now I like it like this, for example. And then here we have corners. Before we move on to those, let's see what these do. So this one, it actually, you can see I can adjust the shape of it, the size of it through this handle. And here as well, this is for the sizing, the size of the corners, let's say. Okay, so from here I can choose how many corners I want. For example, if I have, this has 5 corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I want to make it more or less, I can do it through here. Now it has 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. For example, if you were to draw the Kurdish flag, the Kurdistan flag, you can use this for that. Now it has 21 corners, as all of you know. After that, we have, let me make this less. Actually, this is too much. Okay, so we have this ratio. This is like, it does what this handle will do right here. You can make it bigger or make it smaller. It's up to you. Anyways, I'm gonna keep it like this. And then this is rounded. You can see the corners, what happens to them? They're not sharp anymore. They're rounded. If you make it more, it will become like this. Anyways, and then this is randomized. So each corner, if it's 0, all of the corners will be the same as each other. But if you were to randomize it, for example, you want one of them to be big, one of them to be small, one of them medium, you can do that through here. Okay, that was too much. Like this, you can see this one is small, a bit bigger, really big, normal, and so on. Okay, this is for the star. Let's try the polygon now. Okay, let me go and draw somewhere else. Now I'm gonna click on polygon, and then, by the way, it's it's like this because I gave it rounded and randomized. I'm gonna make these 0 so you can see what I'm trying to do. Okay. So because it has 6 corners, the polygon is going to look like this. For example, if I make it more, 7. Okay, if I make it 7, 8, and like that, it will change. If it's 3 sides, it's going to be a circle. It's going to be a triangle. If it's 4 sides, it's going to be a square. 5 is going to be like this. So I think we're going to work on the 5 one. Okay, so we have this handle. I can resize it, and then I can the orientation, I can move it around however I like. I'm gonna keep it like this. And then we talked about how many corners we have. This is a pentagon, and then we have the rounded ratio and the randomized ratio. So as for the rounded, again, it's gonna make the edges or the corners rounded. Look at it. From the corners, you can see it becomes rounded. It's not sharp anymore, like this. And then we have randomized. Again, the corners, each one will be a different size or shape. You can see like that. This one is really round, this one is not, this one is fine, and so on. That's for the polygon. After that, we have 3D box shapes. Let's try this one. You can see this is a box and it's a 3D shape. Maybe if I do it right here, yeah, that's better. Okay. I want something to be really visible. Maybe here is the best one. Yeah. Okay. So we can adjust the shapes, let's say the length, the height, and the width, because we have a 3D shape through these handles. We can try them. For example, from this side is going to be in this direction. You can adjust the length. And then we have from here, the height, you can adjust it from above, and then from the bottom, same thing. And then we have these for these sides. You can make it bigger, smaller, the width, and so on. Again, all of them, they almost do the same thing, but in different directions. Again, on top, we have what? We have, for example, now it's selected on the Y angle. I can make it bigger like this. You can see around the Y axis is going to be rotated a bit. You can adjust it however you like it. I think this is fine. Okay. Also, you can, you know, adjust how it looks through these corners that we have. These are the angles. Okay. That's the 3D box. And then we have spirals. If you want to make a spiral like this, then we have this one. We have two handles right here. For this handle, you can, for example, you can see the line in the middle. You can adjust it if you want it to be until the last point in the center. Okay, if you don't want it that much, you can just, make it less, but I like it like this. And then for this one, you can make the spiral bigger, more lines if you want to, and so on. Also from at the top, we have what? We have turns. How many turns do I have? I have 4 and 0.80. Let's say it means like we have 4 rounds and it's about to be a five round or 5 turns. Let me make it 5. Okay, you can see if you were to count it like this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we have divergence. You can add it. You can see it's gonna, make the turns, not the turns actually, the lines that goes in the loop in the spiral less, so the space between them that are bigger. In the center is more now, and then we have inner radius is 0 because I said I wanted to the line to be in the middle. You can make it less with this angle or from this one. You can see it's going outside from here. When I add it, it's not in the center anymore because this X is the center. So I'm going to keep it like this and I'm going to reduce the divergence. Okay. That's for the spiral. And then we have this pen, for example, if you want to draw straight lines like this, you can do it. And for example, if you want to connect this one to here, you can do it like that. What else? As for this pen, you can either, like how I did it right now, you can either draw straight lines or you can even do curves if you want to. It does both. Okay, as for this one, we have, as you can see, the icon, it says draw freehand lines. It's like whatever you want, you can draw it, and it will be, actually, I forgot to tell you, each of these drawings that I did, they're considered to be a layer by themselves. It's not like GIMP. In GIMP, we had to save each of, for example, a drawing or any shape that we put there, we should have saved it as a layer, so it can be considered as a layer and we can edit it and use it later on. And then we have this, it's like a ink pen. You can see the writing is the same thing like if you had an ink pen. Okay, also we have the, if you wanted a text, for example, right here, I want to write something. For example, I want to write impact project. Okay, what if I want to change the size, the font, and the alignment of it? Again, on top we have several things. For example, we have the font family. If I want Arial, here it is. And then we have, for example, the format of it. We have normal, italic, bold. Let it be bold, for example. And then we have the size. I want something big like this. And then, of course, this is the unit that we have. For example, 48, it is what it is. PT, we have centimeter, inch, millimeters, and pixels, up to you. And then we have the line height, and this is the alignment. And then we have a superscript, subscript. We took these in Excel, you know that. And then we have the we have the spacing between the letters. This is the letter spacing. If I were to make it more, you can see the spacing between the letters, they increase. And then we have spacing between the words. For example, okay, we have these two words. If I were to increase it, the space between them, you can see it increases. For example, between this and this space. Okay, we don't have these because we only have one line. I think it's clear. And then we have gradients. For example, maybe this circle. You can see we have a gradient here. From here, the color is really concentrated. But then as we go in this direction, it becomes less transparent, less opaque. So this is the gradient. And you can see from here also we have the number, how much it is. And then we have the type of the gradient. You can choose it, whatever you like, which one you like. And then we have repeat. We don't want any repeat. We only want one side to be transparent and one side to be opaque, and so on. And then we have mesh. For example, this is what a mesh looks like. It kind of plays with the colors. For example, we have one row, we have one column. You can increase these if you want to. So, or decrease it, whatever you like, you can play with it. And then we have, currently this one is selected. For example, if we had a circle, I think we could have chosen this one. It will be really nice. Okay, and then for this one, we have color picker. We had this in GIMP as well. For example, you like this color, okay, you can choose it, and then now all of it is that color. Let's see. You can see now this one is this color because I selected this object and then I wanted to change the color of it. For example, I like this color. I will just go and put the color picker on it, and then this object, the color of it will change to that. Or for example, if I want to make it yellow, just like that. Okay, and then we have several other icons over here. Maybe in some of yours it's visible, but some of you it's not visible. So to see them, you can click on this icon right here. We have paint bucket again. So you remember the paint bucket. You can choose whatever color you want, and now we have it. For example, if I want to change the color to this, there we go. Okay, I think this is very clear. And then we have tweak. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I just wanted to make sure of something with Mousa Soran. Okay, and then we have spray. You know, it's like a kind of spray. Of course, I chose this color, so, and this shape was chosen. Now it's spraying the same thing. For example, if I want this color, where's the color? Okay, 1 second. Okay, so you have to choose the paint bucket, choose the color, and then you can use the spray. It should spray that color. Okay, and then we have eraser. For example, you don't like this shape right here. You can delete it. Of course, for example, the spray that we had, you can delete it if you don't like it. But know that, for example, you delete this one, all of them will be deleted. Okay. Anyways, and then we have connector. For example, you want to connect this shape to that shape. You can do it through the connector, and then it will draw a straight line to there. Okay, and then we have zoom and measure. I think for zoom and measuring is gonna measure for you. For example, you can see for this line, it says the length is that much of millimeter, and y we have x, we have height and width. It will give you. And as for the zoom, you can zoom in or zoom out, whatever you like. You can choose the object that you want. Okay, I think it's clear until here, but I want to also talk about for example, if you want to save a file or if you want to save it as an image. If you want to save, for example, this work that I have, if I want to save it so I can use it again or edit it again with the Inkscape some other time, I can go to File tab, and then we have Save or Save As. Okay, and on the desktop, for example, I'm just gonna name it Binar, and then I'm gonna save it. Now I'm just gonna close it. Now I have it, and if I want to look at it, I can double click on it. Okay, it will show me like that. But if I wanted to edit it, I'm gonna go ahead and right click on it, and then we have open with, and you should choose Inkscape. Okay, if you want to work on it again. اوكي جولتشين، بس دقيقة خليه ينفتح راح أعيده. Okay, here you go. I have it again. By the way, only this part of it is gonna be shown for me. That's why that's what was shown. But if you want to edit it again, now you can do it. But Gulchin, she's asking me to repeat how to save it. I'm gonna save it again. You will go to File tab, okay, and then we have Save As. Wherever you like to save it, you can choose it. For example, I want to save it on the desktop, and then I'm gonna name it. For example, I'm gonna name it Raz, and then I'm gonna save it. Just click on Save, and then you can close it. Now you can see this is my work right here. If I want to look at it again, I'm gonna double click on it. If I don't want to look at it, if I want to edit it, if I want to work on it again, I'm gonna right click on it and then open with Inkscape. Okay, so you can see this is this one. When I double click on it, it will not show me as a photo. It will open it in the website like this for me. But what if I want to save it as a PNG file? Okay, what do I do? I'm gonna go on File, and then we have Export PNG image. Okay, you will have this little pop-up right here. You can click on Export As if you don't want to change anything from here. You can see here the file extension is PNG. So I'm gonna save it again on desktop. I'm gonna name it photo, for example, and save. Let's go and see if it's here. You can see I have it. This is the photo. Double click on it. And I have my file or my work as a PNG photo, okay? Okay. Yeah, it's really similar to GIMP, but some things are different. Oh, Shema, دي عرسي بنكرة. Okay, that's not an issue. Tony Barikito. I think I'm done with explanation. Now, if you have any question or if you want to share your work with me, you can do that. I'm gonna stop sharing. Does anyone have a question?